Madden World, what it be like? It's your boy Fo. Xbox 720 is the gamer tag on the PS4, and yo, this is that double, triple Madden OGs, and we are back, dropping that quality content to help you get your Madden game better. So let's go. And yo, man, it's been a while since we've been on one of these late night flights, bro. This is video number 2 today, so I'm doubling down on the content, man, which is good. Told y'all we'd bring some jewels, throw some tools in that toolbox. Shout out to the homie Jason, man. He's one of the subs on DT Madden OGs, and make sure, because he emailed me like 2 weeks ago, and this is just a great example of if you're requesting something on the channel, make sure you send an email to dtmaddenogs@gmail.com. Know what I mean? And I will definitely respond. We can chop one-on-one if you have some questions about anything or whatever. And you know, I told him I would look at Ace Pair Chief or Ace Pair Flex, as they know it, in the Pittsburgh Steelers playbook. And here I am. Know what I mean? So we are fulfilling that request. And bro, I have so many videos and I have so many people that ask, but honestly, it's very, very hard for me to go back into the comments every single time and look through every video and all of the comments that I've responded to in terms of helping people. And bro, I have so much responsibility outside of this. I tend to forget things sometimes, so make sure you send me an email, because I definitely don't want to seem like I'm ignoring you or anything like that, bro. And I always want to make sure I help everybody, because I appreciate everybody that subs and supports the channel, for real, for real. So let's go ahead and get into it, and we're gonna go ahead and look at the play PA Power O. Now, I know we've all seen this play, but realistically, keep it a buck, bro. How many people you see running this shit? Like, for real. So this is gonna be good for you to throw in your toolbox. I'm gonna show you how I like to run it. Now, first thing we want to look at is the play art. Dorial Green Beckham is going to be our primary suspect. Matthews is going to be on a nice route as well. Selleck is going to be on the outpost. Ertz is basically either going to be on a flat, he's going to be on a streak or a fade, he's going to be on a slant route, or he's going to be on a drag. Alright, now if we put him on a drag, he's pretty much going to get open against cover 4, cover 3, and cover 2 cloud or soft squat, okay? Not the hard flats. But in cover 4 and cover 3, I kind of like to go with the slant route, kind of simply because it kind of guarantees more yards, because it just gets open. Like if we were to run it, like he's just gonna automatically get open. I'd rather take the 10 instead of the 5 in the possible. Know what I mean? And that's gonna work like that. And let's go ahead and put it in a cover 3 real quick. It's gonna do the same thing no matter what. I mean, I'd rather take that. Although you don't necessarily have to, and plus in cover 2, that's not gonna work that way. But if we were looking at a cover 4, I could just easily do this and like try to run it out. I just feel like, you know, I'm a hog, bro. I'm trying to get every yard. So I feel like it's easier to get the other 2 to 3 yards more by doing a slant. But it is what it is, bro. Like the drag gets open in cover 2, whereas the slant doesn't. So just keep that in mind. If you want to have it stock where you're not moving players around and you just want to throw them in a drag because it works against all zones, that's good too. I just like being in the habit of running the slant because the slant kills man too. So just in case they playing some kind of off coverage, man, it's gonna be better, I think, than the drag. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at cover 4. Let's look at Dorial Green Beckham real quick. So boom, as you can see, he's gonna get open against cover 4. Let's go ahead and call cover 3. And it's gonna be much of the same. So remember, he's a 75 overall receiver in this game, which don't get me wrong, I guess he's played to about a 75, but I don't know, I feel like he's a better receiver than that. So anyway, that's cover 3. If we look at cover 2 even, Um, I'll show you where he's still just gonna get wide ass open. It's not gonna make a difference. For real. I mean, so he's gonna get open against pretty much all your zones. And let's go ahead and call cover two again, because I can show you in the cover two, if we put Ertz on that drag route, he's gonna come clean in the drag. And look, he gets that 10. So that's why I said you could always do that. Let's go ahead and put him back in the drag route, and then put the cover two back on the field, and then we can show you where you're still getting Dorial Green Beckham open. So like I said, it's just a preference thing, man. Whatever you decide makes sense to you is what you're gonna do with this. But you're really throwing the Dorial Green Beckham, or you're throwing all the way underneath to Ertz. Now, we also can look to Jordan Matthews, and we can just hit him for a quick 5 yards. That was cover 4. We can throw it in cover 3. And remember, when I'm doing this cover 3, like I said, look at all the hook zones. Look at all that coverage on the field. We try to make sure we put as much coverage on the field as possible, okay? So let's go ahead and run it again. And now we're just, like I said, we're focusing on Matthews as a guy. Let's do that again. We'll put it in the slant this time. And see, you're just looking at it right there. I mean, he's staying like way fucking low, so it's harder for us to get that off. I don't know, what did I set it? Hold on, oh no, hold on one sec. Let's put him in the cover 2. All right, so now we got it in cover 2. And see, a lot of times you can throw underneath the player right there and still get it. Now, if we're looking at sell it, and we're wanting to, most of the time he's playing like decoy, and he's actually going up and over to the right side of the field, so that we can throw to Matthews if we want to throw to the other side of the field. But if we want to get him open, this is why we say it. Sometimes we put sell it on a streak or a fade. What we can do is put him on a streak and then motion this guy over. Now keep in mind that it's important that you have him on a streak or a fade, because then he's going to draw the attention of the flat route. If you don't do that, then he won't draw that attention of the flat route, and then it's going to be a problem. You also want to like probably like just put the pass block on the running back, so you can count or cancel the play action, either or. But if you do that, now you're going to be able to throw this route to the outside. So that's being flexible with that. Another thing that you can do, and keep in mind that that only works against cover 3 and cover 4 if you're new to the channel. If not, you already know what's up. Another thing that I like to do sometimes is put him on a fade route, and then I like to motion him to the left side, motion select to the left side of the field. And now, you know, that kind of gives us an interesting kind of a high-low. And as you notice there, look is where he wasn't open at first when we wasn't setting it up like that. Now he's gonna get wide ass open. Let's go ahead and call the replay right here, because you got the fade pulling everybody up, and then you got this going on. Now keep in mind, when you run this against cover 3, let me see if I can run it against cover 3 real quick, because I want to kind of move on to man real quick. But let's call it cover 3. You can put Ertz on the fade and then motion this guy over. And it just depends, because it's 50-50. It don't always work this way, but sometimes you can. And see it, the main part is where and I couldn't do it that time. He picked it off. But let me go ahead and show you what I mean, because he didn't get the release that he needs. Like, sometimes it depends on the release of the player. So sometimes if a player's in the way, as you can see, look at 87. He bumped to the inside. So it all kind of got thrown out of whack. But I could have easily thrown the dump off. I had a lot of places to go at the football. As you can see, Dorial Green Beckham was wide open. But you can actually throw this ball over to the tight end. But I just kind of forced it, but you don't want to do that. Like if he goes to the outside, if he runs straight up to the outside and then over, he's gonna get open, and you'll be able to throw it. It's just where he bumped into him and he got over. He started in the middle and got over to the sideline like too quick. You need him to get over to the sideline a little bit later than that. And then if he does, then you'll be able to throw up top. It'll be a little bit easier of a throw for you. I don't want to keep spamming it over and over again because I'm kind of recording this shit live. Just know you can do it. Take it in the lab and fuck with it a little bit and you'll see what I mean. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to man coverage real quick. And this is where I really like this play. This play kind of starts to shine a little bit. And this is another fucking unbumpable play. So you cannot bump anybody. Just say we set it up like this. And really you can set it up with the drag. But depending on how fast or slow that tight end is, that cornerback will actually catch up with that drag before he catches up with the slant route. Okay? So let's go ahead and just show you real quick. We'll put it on the slant. And then we'll just show you. And we'll just let him get sacked. And then I'll show you, like in the replay, where everybody went and what happened. So the first thing we want to take a look at is to the left side of the field. So on the left side of the field, as we know, angle routes this year can't be bumped, right? But then another thing that's happening is this route with Matthews, it also can't be jammed. So now look at Dorial Green-Beckham. If we anticipate and throw to the inside, we're going to be able to throw to him. The great part about this play is that that's really kind of like outside. So your user is going to have to make a definitive read. Like if he user in the middle of the field, just say he playing quarters, like man coverage, like 2-man under, right? He's going to have to really jump to the outside to play Green Beckham. You're going to see him. And then the great part is right here. Man, if I had the Steelers, this would be murder, right? But none of these wide receivers have good route running, but they're still getting open. That's the great thing. So as you can see, look, this guy's getting wide open. And let's move over here to Ertz. Ertz is getting wide open, right? Which we could, like I said, we could put him on a drag, but I don't know. You look at Selleck right here. Selleck is slow as shit, and look, boom, we're able to throw to the outside with him. I mean, you have the right personnel. Everybody in man coverage is gonna get open. So you can't really man this up. Like you'd have to man this up with max coverage behind it. Basically meaning you'd have to play man-to-man coverage, and then you have to put a purple somewhere, you'd have to put a flat somewhere, you'd have to kind of mix shit up a lot to get people open in this. To defend it rather, sorry. So let's go ahead, press again and man. And this time we'll put him on a drag. And then like I said, and see, that was the main reason. You can throw to him, but sometimes he gets caught up on the line of scrimmage, and I just don't like that shit, man. Like, cause I'm a timing based person, and sometimes that just throws everything off. Especially if I'm looking for him. If I look to him too long, I might miss the window to throw to Beckham, shit like that. So I prefer to know he can get open with the slant route. But he does get out of his way more times than not. So, you know, it's on you on how you want to run it. But if you run it against man, this really, really shines because this play is completely unbumpable. And look at Selleck that time. Look how much he won right there. Everybody's winning. The only problem is, like I said, that drag route. You see, that drag route is going to be more covered than a slant route would be. But everybody is going to be, like, you have all these other options. So all of these other three people are open. If they try to jump Dorial Green-Beckham, you guaranteed to have this play and that outside tight end. So I really, really like that, bro. Like, comment if you feel like I left any fucking thing out there on the field. Comment if you have any questions. If you're new to the channel, Definitely sub to your boy. And as always, respect the OGs. Peace.